The United Nations has sent up a red flag, and the implications are very serious because in its latest report to the UN Security Council, the Analytical Support and Sanctions Monitoring Team has linked Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed to the deadly attack at Delhi's Red Fort. That's the latest coming in. The UN report says one member state has linked Jaish-e-Mohammed to the Red Fort attack in Delhi last year. In fact, we are also hearing of a creation of a women-only wing as well. This is the latest coming in, as the United Nations Counter-Terrorism Monitoring Team has named Pakistan-based militant group Jaish-e-Mohammed as being linked to a deadly attack at Delhi's historic Red Fort just last year. Aditya Raj Kaur tracking the latest for us. He's with us at the moment. Aditya, this UN report says a member state has linked Jaish-e-Mohammed to this Red Fort attack. What are all the details you can disclose currently?
Well, it's a significant development taking shape, Parmeshwar. This is a UNSC report, a Sanctions Committee Monitoring Team report that NDTV has accessed. This has just been made public. In this UNSC Sanctions Committee report, for the first time, the United Nations admits the role of the Pakistani terror organization Jaish-e-Mohammed linked to the Delhi blast. You would remember on 10th of November, there was a dastardly terror attack on Delhi's iconic Red Fort, in which more than 12 people had died and over 20 to 30 people were injured. Immediately, there was a link to the doctors module led by Omar and others to the Kashmir Valley, and their link to Jaish-e-Mohammed and Pakistan. In this particular case, the UN Monitoring Committee of the Sanctions clearly states that the Pakistani terror group Jaish-e-Mohammed's link has been established, and at the same time says that Masood Azhar, the chief of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, a UN-designated terrorist, has been responsible for opening a women's wing of the Jaish-e-Mohammed. These are very troubling details that are coming out of the Pakistan, which is a global epicenter of terrorism, several UN-designated terrorists there. But just months after the dastardly terror attack in India's national capital, it was a suicide bombing. Now the UNSC report backing India's version. It also states, without mentioning the name of the country, that a particular country claimed that Jaish-e-Mohammed is a defunct organization. Now, it is anybody's guess who that country could be. It could be Pakistan or it could be China, but in this particular case, it's most likely Pakistan claiming that Jaish-e-Mohammed is a defunct organization, because the Pakistani establishment, the Pakistani deep state, wants the world to believe that terror groups like Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba and Hizbul Mujahideen do not operate in Pakistan, while there is growing evidence coming every day of terror camps operating. And even after Operation Sindoor, there are new terror camps that are coming with the state sanction and the support of the Pakistan Army, Asim Munir, and other wings of the security establishment in Pakistan. So here on NDTV, we are breaking for the first time a UNSC Sanctions Committee report clearly nailing Pakistan's role and the Pakistani terror group Jaish-e-Mohammed's role in India's national capital Delhi's Red Fort suicide bombing, in which several people were killed.
Also, Aditya, additionally, this idea of a creation of a women-only wing, it is a serious development. If you could just take us through from a counter-terror standpoint, how does this change surveillance, recruitment tracking and ground intelligence strategies?
Well, it changes things significantly because the modus operandi and the entire game plan and the planning of the terror attack operations by terror groups in Pakistan changes. They obviously have been using online mechanisms. They have been using dark web. In this particular case, they were using a doctor's module to conduct a terror strike in Pakistan, India's national capital. And now, after that, and months after Operation Sindoor's setback in Pakistan, where several air bases and command control centers were attacked, now Jaish-e-Mohammed is linking a new women's wing in which a lot of women in Pakistan and perhaps in India as well are being brainwashed, indoctrinated and asked to conduct surveillance and perhaps in future terror attacks as well, which is obviously a troubling development. And of course, the Indian agencies are upon it and monitoring the developments very, very closely.
As always, Aditya, thank you so much for joining us with the latest details and breaking down the key takeaways for us. Whether this report strengthens India's case internationally regarding the cross-border terror infrastructure, especially at a time of shifting regional geopolitics, we'll keep a close eye on all the developments and the reactions coming in.